Welcome back to another episode of Goblin-Sighting D&D. I'm the Mad DM. These are my fearless adventurers, the Children of Neverwinter. When last we left our adventures, they had just finished hauling supplies for a half-orc named Short John from Neverwinter to the small mining town of Phandalin. And as you arrive, you notice there are a few things different that have changed in your absence from Phandalin. So, I'm going to flip this over here real fast.
How much did we get from that guy for
175 gold.
175? Okay.
Yep. Let me flip this over here. Alright. As you approach, you notice there is much less of the normal jovial hustle and bustle that you've seen in the past month or so that you've been here working. You notice more people have their weapons out or at ready rather than just kind of casually nearby. Children are kept close to their parents instead of being able to run free, and more than one eye is cast a glance up at the sky or at the surrounding territory. Where would you like to go first?
We have delivered.
The supplies are to be delivered at the mine, and yes, then you return. You skipped the town to go straight to the mine, deliver the supplies. Then, as you come back along the miners' trail here, so as you come back in, you can see people kind of hurrying about.
We know the woman that we helped. She lives here, right?
She lives in Kentucky.
Oh, she.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. You had things to do. That was fine. I took that into account. So as the characters who have been on a the Children of Neverwinter have been on a caravan protecting a caravan of supplies headed for the rebuilding of the Wayveko Cave mine of Phandalin. And as they approach, are you with them, or have you gone about other business while they were gone?
I probably would have gone about other business, just a sec. So, let's see. Just to catch me up on what happened, because I had to leave a little bit early. So, we went through the cave.
They took out the dragon in a absolute hailstorm of lightning bolts.
I started that one.
Arrows and unleashed echo incarnations, and the fighters' 5th level extra action combined with action surge, combined with several crits, completely destroying the dragon. The horde was divided. You went off about your own business with the bounty concluded, and it was something that we had promised, that had been promised from the bounty. Do you remember what the bounty promised was?
I remember it worked out to $200 200 gold per person. So
Okay, mark down 200 extra gold. No, that's alright. 200 extra gold pieces per character for the destruction of the dragon. Going to collect the bounty in Neverwinter, the party was approached by a half-orc, somewhat unimaginatively named Short John, and he contracted their services to protect a caravan from Neverwinter to Phandalin for the rebuilding of the lost mine of Phandalin. They had a scrap with some orcs where we learned just how dangerous fireball can be, and then proceeded relatively unmolested. There was reports of a dragon in the area from one of the travelers they encountered, almost dead at the claws of the dragon. The Short John mentioned that orcish and goblin incursions had been increasing along the high road, likely because something had been driving them out of their normal fastnesses in the mountains, and that there were rumors that a dragon was afoot. If you came back to Phandalin, were you back in Phandalin at that point? Like, how quickly have you returned?
I think I would have stayed up in the. Because, let's see, so the Neverwinter was the town that was being rebuilt, right?
That was Thunder Tree. Neverwinter's the big one nearer the coast.
Oh, right. And sorry, I don't have the map in front of me. I need to.
That's all right.
Hold on.
That's all right.
But,
Neverwinter is one of the largest towns in the Forgotten Realms. Essentially, according to one of the game designers who was on the trailer breakdown of Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, essentially, in his words, if it can't be bought in Neverwinter, it can't be bought. So, yeah, you can get just about anything in Neverwinter. So they're back at Phandalin by this point. Are you in Phandalin, or are you still up in Neverwinter area?
I would say I probably got my way. Probably went ahead of them because they would have been trying to do it. I would have not been interested in going slow.
Yeah. So, I'm going to text you something real fast because you arrived early, so you get special information.
Okay, cool.
Hold on one second.
Special, yay.
Sorry, I type really slow.
It's okay, I'm still pulling up the map, so I have an idea of So, which city was it you said it can't be bought there, it can't be bought?
Neverwinter.
Which is the one coast and
Yes.
south, and
Yes.
Thunder Tree is the village being rebuilt, correct?
Yes.
Cool, I'm just mentally placing stuff while I get the map pulled up.
Okay. Got it? Okay. So, the rest of you, as you approach from the Miners Trail, what do you do?
I
Yes.
was going to say go into the Miners Exchange,
Okay.
because in the Miners Exchange is where we can probably get the most information about
Yes.
what's going on.
One quick thing about the Miners Exchange, it's not really a place to buy anything.
No.
It's I misinterpreted that when I originally arrived in town.
Okay.
That's where people who are like prospecting in the area sell their stuff and record their claims and so on and so forth.
The other place we could probably get information would be the Town Master's Hall, but that would be getting officials
Yeah.
information rather
Yeah.
than people's.
So the Miners Exchange is where you go first. You all remember Halia Thornton, yes?
Yes.
No, I don't.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
She is a human woman, and the last time that we interacted with her on an official level as the party, she offered us a reward to remove the Red Brand leader, Glassstaff, from life. And, but our wizard and our...
Red Brand?
Back when the Red Brands were a problem in Phandalin, before we trounced them and annihilated them, she offered us a significant bounty to remove him, and an insight check revealed that she was hiding some ulterior motive with regards to the removal of Glassstaff, but it was never fully figured out what was going on with that. So she's got something up her sleeve, but we're not. Most of the party is not 100% sure what.
Hey, if I could make all the sleeves, the people who've got things up, I'd be really wealthy.
Yes. Yes, you would.
Does the town, just for my information, know, for example, that I have a...
I could not hear what. It's just
Sorry, just trying to check and see if the town is aware that I am a small shareholder in the mine.
Yes, they are. They are reasonably cognizant of the administrative position you hold, and do not they don't overly resent you for it, given your position of kinship with the two dwarves currently running it.
Okay, I didn't want to
So-
walk in and jeopardize our communications.
No,
because they
no.
would- okay,
She
perfect.
like she's the one who processed your claim to Phandalin,
Okay,
so she knows exactly what you guys are doing, and she is she's not a complete buyer and seller of what you purvey in regards to mine production, but she is an intermediary. She is a link in the chain to Neverwinter and Waterdeep
makes sense.
of what comes out of the mine.
Okay.
I would actually think that anyone that was associated with benefiting from that mine would not only not resent any of us, but would be greatly happy
Yeah,
to see us, since there would be no mine.
there is a certain amount of that, and within certain limits, most of the time people view you guys as heroes.
Okay.
Not only did you slaughter the Red Brands who were holding the town hostage, essentially, but you also helped Sister Garel with the situation with Bowgentle's spellbook and the Banshee Agatha. You cleared Old Owl Well of the necromancy surrounding that. You've cleared, and now you're rebuilding Thunder Tree.
Yeah.
You are on good terms with, as much as you are with the town master for ridding the town of the Wyvern Tor Orc menace.
Right.
The other things that you've done for the town. Myrna Dendrar was a refugee here from Thunder Tree until you guys started rebuilding
Okay.
Thunder Tree, at which point she and her family went back to reopen the herbalist shop. You guys have done a lot, even discounting the mine activities.
Okay.
You guys have done a lot for the people on a personal level.
Okay.
So many of the townsfolk regard you guys as heroes.
I just sometimes owners begin to get put into a different classification, so I just wanted to be sure.
Yeah,
in
you know,
another
they're-
generation maybe, but for right now.
You're an owner, but you're not really a full owner. You're
Right.
You're in an administrative position where you kind of help with really just most of what you're doing is lip service
Yeah,
to the
absolutely.
paperwork. You're
Right.
not really doing much.
Right.
And not many people. Holly is about the only person who really recognizes just how little useful effort you're actually putting into this operation. But she doesn't really care. She's getting a cut of the commission of sale because of her operation.
Sure.
So what you get is not enough to stint what she would normally get. So she doesn't really care.
Perfect.
And she recognizes, as any person of her particular connections and business practice abilities would know, the importance and interwoven nature of familial ties with
Mhm.
regards to
Mhm.
how you guys are kinfolk, and so there's going to be a certain amount of, not really nepotism, but just like familial prejudice in
Good.
regards to cut of the profits.
Sure. Good.
I mean, you guys did rescue both
Right. We put in some sweat
Gundren
equity.
and Nundro
Right.
when you rescued Gundren and made the mine possible when you stormed Cragmaw.
Right.
You rescued Nundro and made the mine possible and saved Nungro's life when you stormed Wayback Cave. So
And we were only a very short time late
for Thartan, yeah,
yeah.
he was a couple of days, but really, even if you had gone straight to Wayback, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, okay.
He was dead by the time that you got there,
Okay.
no matter what timetable you operated on.
But it wasn't because we ignored him or anything.
No,
We
you
just-
guys, and honestly, you guys didn't really ignore anyone. You were busy helping the people that you knew you could help, because you didn't know that any of them were alive
Right.
from the start. You didn't know if they'd been, and if they'd been killed right off the bat, it wouldn't have mattered.
Right.
How fast you ran to get to
True.
Pragma or
Quite true. And we
Way
had
back
things
go.
that people we could do things
and there were people
for.
who were hurting
Yeah.
in front of you, and
Yeah.
Victor was not going to walk away.
No. Excellent.
So-
I just wanted to be sure
Yes,
that
as you walk in, she kind of
Great.
looks up over over her glasses and just goes, "Ah, hello, yes, welcome back. Have you heard the news?
news.
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 News?
How many more times are we going to say this?"
How much tape have you got?
Really quick. Some folk claim to have seen a dragon flying through the high clouds. At that distance, it's hard to gauge the creature's size, but some say it's as big as an elephant and has gleaming white scales.
Good to know.
Tybalt, you kind of already knew a little bit about this, having arrived earlier in town, but it's good to hear the reinforcement of this particular rumor.
Yeah, have you seen my text?
Not yet, sorry, hang on.
Okay, just keep an eye on it. If that's a question I'm trying to settle on the side about like interrupting the table of the story while it's going.
Okay.
Yes, no. Depends on the access.
42. mm,
42.
I'm just messing with you. Sorry, there's two people staring at me right now.
Okay, sorry. I was like, that's the random generic standard, like...
Life, the universe, and everything. I know. I will get back to you on that.
Okay, cool.
Unfortunately, there's not many around, but I will see what I can. I will see what I can dig up. All right.
Yeah, it's okay.
So, anything you guys want to do with Halia, other than say hi and
Oh,
register the supplies?
Can we get any more details on the dragon?
So far, yes.
Did I get any info with who I said I was going to talk to? Just
I'm-
text it to me if I did.
Yeah, I don't 100% understand the depth of the nature of your inquiry, so
There were two separate questions.
yes. With the second one, I'll see what I can dig up.
This is more regarding the first one.
Okay. Like I said, they haven't been very forthcoming at the moment, but they have promised to keep you informed if anything pops up. I will. Yeah, we can possibly do that. Check out. I'll forget it. I'll text you the link afterwards. Anyway, anything else you guys want to do while you're at the exchange?
Well, I suppose eventually, not necessarily at this exchange, but we need to find out who might have a financial interest in ridding the area of the dragon.
Okay. By the way, as you guys walked in, you saw Tybalt there already conversing with Halia.
Greetings.
Hi, Tubble.
Greetings, how are you?
We are well,
I mispronounced my own name.
and our wizard is completely unchanged.
His scholastic character is in full summation.
Yes.
Good to meet you.
Yes. And you fared well this past times?
Yes. Just about about.
Wonderful.
It's been no more than 2 or 3 days
Okay,
tops.
I wasn't 100% sure.
He was moving. He was probably moving a little bit faster, but like it was no more than a 2.5 to 3 day ride by ox cart to Phandalin from Neverwinter. A day, maybe. Hey, cat, cut that out. Psst.
Do you want the Bluetooth speaker? Make him audible.
He's audible.
Okay.
We can get it for the next time if you want. I'll try to remember that, but he's been audible on the ones that I've checked so far. Blast. So, anything else you want to do with the exchange?
Nothing is
The information was helpful.
All right. As you guys are heading out, I need you two to give me your passive perception and or roll perception check.
My passive perception is...
Me or
Anyone who wants to be like keeping their eyes open. Anyone who's keeping their eyes open, which I assume would be you, Tybo. Give me a
always keep my eyes open?
yeah. Give me an active
My
perception. You two, are you guys giving your like? Are you guys just like not really looking around for something, or are you like actively looking around right
Well,
now?
with the reaction of the
always
people,
looking
I'm
around.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Andrew was a bit nonplussed by that statement.
What did he say?
I'm always looking around. Okay?
Okay, so you're looking around. Give me
Well, maybe
an
over the
active.
top of the book.
Give me
Okay.
give me an active perception roll. If you are like looking around, if you're not, if you're just kind of like not
Where do I
actively
passive
looking
perception?
around.
it's in this.
Perception is which again?
Wisdom,
there.
and then if you're
Yeah.
proficient, add your proficiency modifier.
19 plus
Well,
4.
I have a +3 on perception. Oh, press perception is
Excuse
0.
19 plus 4.
Oh,
4 is 9. So do I get to see something?
Yeah, you get to see something. Go on,
All right.
Rose.
Just a minute.
3 plus... Yeah, I've only got 6.
Okay.
It's okay. Read.
Okay, so
That's it.
um,
This is where we get to hone our roll
for
skills.
perception, I have 18.
Total?
Oh,
Okay.
no, I forgot. That would be a 20. Sorry, I forgot that.
Okay. You just barely make the DC. So both you and Edra just barely see a look pass between Lisbeth and Halia, and Lisbeth's hand moves quickly, down by her leg. Are you proficient in Thieves' Cant, Ted?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Good.
You recognize it as a basic form of Thieves' Cant hand motions, slightly corrupted, but there's enough left to recognize as something in the nature of later or not now or something of that nature. It's hard to tell because you can only see part of her hand, and it's not really Thieves' Cant. It's like something. It's a hand sign that's definitely borrowed some traits from some traces from Thieves' Cant. Edra, you are not proficient in Thieves' Cant,
No.
so you just see her hand moving.
And I see the look between the
So
two.
you see the look, you see a flicker of her fingers by her leg. But Tybalt, you recognize it as something in the neighborhood of not now or wait or something of that nature, probably.
Okay. Then, okay, cool. I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Okay. Elizabeth follows you guys out as she flicks the hand sign, like almost behind her leg as she's turning away from Alia.
Wait, who was doing the symbol?
The female human fighter
Did the symbol
to the Miners Exchange owner.
Okay, cool. Just trying to
Yeah.
making sure I know.
Yeah.
Okay. As she's walking away, I would like to catch her eye and suddenly, using just the hand signals from these just say, basically give the sub-husband on
Okay, hang on.
and I want to do it suddenly so other
Yeah.
people don't see it.
Yeah.
Which that would be a
Roll a stealth check.
Is that us,
sleight
too?
of hand?
Sleight of hand. Roll sleight of hand, Ted.
Sleight of hand is dexterity, but it's not proficient.
Correct.
Just dexterity.
Okay.
Okay, so I rolled a 23.
If you're still looking, go ahead.
It's plus 4.
I'm evidently not looking very
Okay.
hard.
Mine is a plus 4.
So you see a brief glimmer of recognition in her eyes. Clearly, she's not proficient in normal thieves' camp. And like you see that temporary tensing around the eye muscles as she's like trying to figure out what you're saying. And then you see that brief glimmer of recognition deep in her eyes as she like recognizes, oh, that's what that is, kind of thing. And her eyes kind of flick up to yours with that, I mean, with an almost like almost like a salute almost of the eyes, as if she's recognizing, okay, here's someone else who speaks something of that tongue. You look over as movement catches your eye, and the halfling has both hands behind his back. He is looking away from you, and his hands are moving very quickly in Thieves' Cant, and they say basically, I speak it, she thinks she speaks it, and a quick indicator sign at the male human with an attached sign of he tries to speak it.
I just wink at the halfling it was the halfling who was trying to.
Male halfling, yes, got his back to you, not looking.
No, the one who was the fighter.
Okay, the human female, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I just wink at her and just turn and walk away.
Okay, as you walk away, you notice the dwarf looking at you. She probably saw something of what you said. She rolled a nat 20 on her perception. And it was a 24 total on the dice plus
Okay,
perception.
24 total would be my 20.
Yeah, and she nat 20, so yeah. All right, so
I just casually give it a little like touch surface, just casual walk down.
she gravely nods in return as you walk by. So, what do you guys?
We still need some more information.
Okay, so are you sticking with the party or are you splitting off, Ted?
Is there a let's see, we're in Phandalin. There's a weapon shop, correct?
There is the Lion Shield Coster.
We should head there for information too.
Where is that?
Okay, I'll go ahead and take a stroll over that way.
Well, I was going to suggest, I don't know whether you would agree, and I don't know what Victor and Elizabeth are interested in, but I think we could get some information there as well. It's the basic equivalent of a general store type of a place, yes?
Barthen's Provision is a general store.
Yeah, but I'm saying in terms of atmosphere, people hanging around talking, maybe.
That's probably going to be either Barthen's or the Stonehill Inn.
Okay.
So
My feeling is, incidentally, that after we've gotten all the information we can, the place we're most likely to find someone who would give us money for it is the town master's hall. Because if we've got a dragon, the town masters are going to be at least interested in appearing to try and get rid of the dragon.
Makes sense.
I mean, after all, he has been hiding from
He what?
the world since he's been hiding from the world since he first started recording, so I think he might need some praise.
Oh, the town master's been hiding from everybody since he first heard about the dragon. So he's afraid of it. But that would possibly lend credence to the idea that he would love to have it gotten rid of.
And he doesn't care if we get killed trying. Because then he doesn't have to pay us. Anybody that would hide just because there's a dragon.
Sorry, what?
I was just saying, true.
Yes. But I would like to mosey over to Barthen's Provisions first. They know us, we know them. see what the town has to say. You're going to go get weapons, is that accurate?
Alright, I'm gonna go see what they have.
Yeah, they have a nice selection. I think you'll find what you need, or some of the things you might need.
Probably throw the weapons and stuff we would need.
Really fast here. Ooh, goodness. Oh, heck.
That doesn't sound good.
I'm responding to your text, Ted.
Okay, sorry.
Should use Messenger.
I'm typing right now on messages.
You can send me a messenger if that's faster.
That's what I'm doing right now.
So, sorry, I'm making things complicated.
Not really. I'd have to write this out by hand if you were here.
Okay, so it's faster.
Ish, yeah. Because I don't have to send. I have to pass you covert 3x5 cards.
But also, I'm making complicated by asking a lot of questions in game rather than some experience.
Meh. Okay. So we're heading to Barthen's?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So as you pass the Shrine of Luck, Finnan swings by to greet Sister Garael, who he has been not like overly close with, but he has definitely been spending more time. Shoot, just lost my cards. Okay. Cards, come back to me. Oh, that hurt. He's definitely been spending more time around the Shrine of Luck. You already knew that he prayed to
Read it.
Timora, the goddess of luck. You two, Rangir and Edra, already knew this.
Thing we're talking about the god of luck?
Sorry, the halfling. Sorry, this is backstory. In the month before you arrived, the halfling Finnan has been spending more time around the Shrine of Luck, and now as you head through the town towards Barthen's, he cuts off to go talk to the. One second. Where is it? Look, Elf. He's been spending more time. He goes to talk to the Elvish acolytes who tends to the Shrine of Luck.